If you are a working professional trying to start a profitable coaching business but you haven't got your first client yet, then let me tell you one thing. It has nothing to do with your skills and the certifications. And in this video, I'm going to explain why and how you can close your first high ticket client. And before telling this, you will be like, who am I? या फिर मैं ये कैसे बता सकता हूँ? The thing is, see, I've been there. I used to work in a product-based company, and I used to think I will start my own coaching business from scratch with the skills that I had. Now, I'm not talking just about कि अगर आपके पास technical skill है तो ही आप coaching business start कर सकते हो. Even if you don't have a technical skill या फिर if you have some passions, the skills that you can actually monetize, because बहुत सारे लोग ऐसे होते हैं कि they don't want to start their own coaching business with the technical skills. Probably let's say if you are a product developer या फिर product manager, business analyst, data analyst, or anything it could be. I'm not just talking about the IT tech roles, but even if you have any another role, but if you have certain amount of skills या फिर आप किसी skill के अंदर passionate हो, you can literally monetize that skill and start closing the high ticket clients. But just because of these 3 to 4 reasons, you are not able to close the high ticket client. And how you can do that? With just easy step frameworks. But the very first important reason why you are not able to close your first high ticket client is just because of you are focusing more on the perfectionist kind of thing. Because when you try to delay your things just because of the perfection, this term, you are not going to close or you will not be able to close your first high ticket client. Because see, I've been there. I used to think, if I want to start a coaching business, then I'll have to design multiple logos. I'll have to create the logos, the fancy websites, the funnels, probably content creation and hell lot of things. But to be honest, you don't need not a single thing that I told you at the beginning itself. Because अगर आप ये सारी चीजें कर रहे हो तो वेबसाइट के ऊपर आपका ज़्यादा टाइम जाएगा. You will spend a lot of time in just designing the logos, and at the same time अगर आपको ऐसा लग रहा है कि आपके पास सर्टिफिकेट होना चाहिए just to start a coaching business, absolutely wrong. अगर आपको ऐसा लग रहा है then this is absolutely incorrect thing, right? Because there are lot of coaches who are earning lakhs and crores of rupees every single month and also per year itself, but they don't have such fancy certificates. The only thing matters when you try to start a coaching business is your experience in the industry and how you can handle the clients in the upcoming days. Because see, let's say I'll take an example. वहाँ पे दो person A and B. अगर A person को कोई business start करना है, let's say career coaching, correct? I'm just taking an example of career coaching. Now let's say if A person has to start, or if he has to start or she has to start a coaching business for a career coaching, then अगर A person खुद को अगर 3, 4, 5 years का experience into the industry, उसको पता है कि कैसे क्या चीज़ें होती है, and B person अभी start कर रहा है just because he has completed or she has completed his certification into the career coaching और वो अभी start करे, obviously जो A person होगा वो सबसे ज़्यादा profitable होगा या फिर ज़्यादा connect कर पाएगा लोगों से और ज़्यादा help कर पाएगा just because he has that experience of career coaching, how to handle the situations, how to onboard the clients, या फिर how to teach someone to get the right outcome in terms of career, revenue, in terms of job searching, resume preparation, interview preparation, anything it could be. So never ever just depend on the certifications. Even if you don't have any certificate, that is absolutely fine. But if you have the experience, I would say the right experience, you can literally charge high ticket and start scaling your business. But before that, never ever wait ki I'm not feeling that much confident, even I don't have a certificate. Absolutely fine. Don't wait for the right time. Your main target after like jumping into this coaching industry is just to launch as soon as possible, so that you will get the feedback from the industry and you can start tweaking your own offers and everything. And if you are just waiting just because you are not confident, and the most important part, if you think I haven't planned anything, that is nothing but you are just over planning instead of taking the action as soon as possible. So just take the action right now. Unless and until you are not taking the actions, you won't get the right opportunities into this industry. Now moving ahead to the next reason is just because you are not closing any client is because of this second reason, which is you don't have a clear offer. Now when I say clear offer, see, I'm not talking about I have these curriculums, I have this much these types of programs, or आप time frame बता रहे हो, pricing बता रहे हो. This is not the right offer. When I say offer is nothing but if someone is coming to you for your thing, then he or she should get to know कि within the first 3 to 5 seconds आप क्या हेल्प करोगे, what would be that outcome that you are going to provide to that client. Don't focus more on the curriculum part, don't focus more on the pricing part, just forget about the pricing, curriculum, सारी चीजें, just focus on the outcome that you are going to provide to that particular specific domain या फिर particular person. And your offer shouldn't be too vague, because if you are just saying कि I'm a career coach or I'm a weight loss coach, I'm a life coach, nothing is going to work, because बहुत generic है. No one is going to get कि आप क्या specific help कर रहे हो सामने वाले की, so that you can just, or he or that client can pay you high ticket amount. And when I say high ticket amount, it will start from 40 to 50,000 rupees for your entire program. It can go till 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 3 lakh, 5 lakh, 10 lakh and beyond that itself, depending upon your skills and expertise. Now you'd be like, Aniket, then if you are saying ki we should have the right offer, then how do we create that? Right? Simple formula. Just remember this thing. If you want to clear a good offer, focus more on one person, focus more on, I would say, one problem, and the second one is focus on the right results. Person, problem, results, that's the simple thing that you have to focus more on. Never target the, like, बहुत सारे लोगों को मैंने देखा कि whenever they will start into the coaching industry, they would be like, I want to cater to everyone. If you are catering to everyone, you are catering to no one. Focus on your target audience only. That's it. Try to solve one specific problem for that person with the right outcome that he or she is looking for. And if you did this thing, you are at the right thing and you have the right offer to charge. Now moving ahead, the next reason is you are avoiding the conversations with your prospects or the ICPs. Nothing but the ideal client profile, correct? Because if whenever you try to launch your own coaching business, I'm not saying you have to create multiple funnels, or probably you'll need, I'm not saying you'll need lakhs of thousands of just followers on Instagram, LinkedIn or some social media platform. It has nothing to do with that. Just focus on building the conversations, because let's say you are a career coach, and if you are not connecting with the right folks on LinkedIn or Instagram or any other social media platforms for that matter, if you are not building the trust within the industry by having the conversation, by understanding the problems that your ideal prospects are facing, then no one is going to reach out to you just to solve that problem. And now how do you do that, or why this is happening? Because you think I'll start posting the content and I'll start getting the inbound leads, or when I'll start posting the content, then I will gain some amount of followers and I can start reaching out to the people, and after looking into the follower count, they will trust that thing and they will DM me just to ask for my services and everything. And if you are only focusing more on the content part, and if you are not trying to outreach someone, nothing will happen. Trust me, unless and until you are going organic. Inorganic, it's a different task. Definitely I'll create the separate video on top of that. But for now, don't try to just create the content and wait, I'll just wait till I get the inbound leads or someone will reach out to me. Nothing will happen, to be honest. And if you are just afraid of the rejection, just because अगर आपने किसी को outreach की, outreach is nothing but if you are sending a message to someone just to get the response from that person and then pitch your services, and you think, what if that person says ki nahi yaar, I'm not interested in your coaching program or something like that. And if you are thinking this, just because rejection aa jayega, you can't start and grow your coaching business from the scratch itself. And this is the harsh reality. You will have to jump into the industry, and yes, there are multiple strategies where you don't even need to outreach the people. Definitely I'll start creating the content on top of that, or you can just comment down ki what kind of topics do you want. But for now itself, if you are just focusing more on the content and the followers, and probably you do about the rejection part, don't focus more on that. Start outreaching the people on a daily basis or on a weekly basis. Try to build the connection with those prospects and try to understand what kind of problems and the desires that the front person has, and then try to solve that specific kind of results and the problem. Because just remember this one line: your first client will come from the conversations that you are going to do with the prospects and the ICPs. And the next reason why you are not getting any client, just because you are considering your coaching business full time and not the part time. Now I'm talking this for the people who are still doing a job. If you are not doing a job, if you completely wants to come into the coaching business, you can do it full time. But this thing I'm specifically talking about those kind of persons who are still doing a job and want to start a coaching business. But even after doing a full-time job, you are doing this, you are considering your full-time or a coaching business like a full-time thing, not a part-time. Now, why do I say that, or why am I saying this? Because you are majorly focusing more on the designing the funnels, brand building, or probably logos, as I told you earlier. You don't have to focus more on all these complex things, because it will actually take a lot of time and efforts at the same time. and you'll be doing a lot of things at one itself. But instead of that, just designing the funnels and everything, don't do it full-timely. Let's say if you have a full-time job, that is absolutely fine. Firstly, create one single offer. Firstly, create one good offer I'm talking about, or irresistible offer. And then the second stage is to creating or building that trust within the audience. So start building the conversation. Try to solve one specific problem for one specific person at the same time. Now you'll be like, how do I do that? How do I get my first client? Simply, I'll give you 2 or 3 minutes thing or quick strategy that you can follow. First thing, create your simple offer. Now firstly, you'll have to decide your niche as well, what kind of niche you want to cater to, and then decide a good clear offer, so that after reaching out to someone, या फिर अगर मैं आपके पास आ रहा हूँ, after just reading that one offer statement of yours, I should get to know what kind of help you can do. So niche offer is the most important part. After that, decide your own target audience or the ICP, so that you can deliver or target to these kind of people only instead of targeting to everyone, correct? So one problem or one niche and one offer, the another one is the person, that is the one person at a time, and then one specific result for that person. That's it. Even before that, try to do a conversation. जब आप ICP decide करोगे, जब आप offer create करोगे, the next step is to deciding that conversation loop, and then you can start pitching your services after understanding their problems at the end, correct? So this is the simple thing that you can follow to close your first high ticket client. And the reason I am telling you, because I have followed the same path when I started my own coaching journey and closed my first high ticket client, correct? So just follow this step, and I'm sure you'll start attracting the ideal client, and you start closing the right high ticket client with just like 30 to 40 minutes a day at the beginning itself, even without quitting your job. And then you can literally scale it up with the organic and inorganic strategies, correct? And if you want, you can definitely let me know. And by the way, yeah, this was the entire video. I thought I should let you know. And by the way, if you don't know me, then hi, my name is Aniket. I am a business coach where I help working professionals to start and grow their coaching business from scratch to 3 to 5 lakhs per month without even quitting your job in the next 90 days or 30 days, depending upon your availability. So I thought I should create this video so that you can get an idea how to get the first client or why you are not getting your first client. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like to this video, because it will actually motivate me to create more number of videos. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button, because बहुत सारा content अभी आने वाला है on, and I would say alternate days. So just hit that follow button or subscribe button right now. So thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video.